Hello and welcome back. Contract Anfield 4. It's finished. Got a minute. Brilliant. Collect. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Better contracts are, you'll notice that it's back to normal rules. I've left that off, so obviously I would truly like another bailing job. But there's no way I'm going to miss that. It's an amazing amount. So let's go to our, don't know which one it is. Nope, it's the other one. Okay, so let's go and drop. It's weird, I feel a little bit sort of funny about, obviously that contract went wrong, but then again we've had two contracts go wrong. Obviously I put the grass into my silo to protect it from the rain, which we know that was legitimate, but I now have all that grass because the contract disappeared. It never existed, but obviously there is no skullduggery, not even any bad intent. I have now the grass, and I suppose, thinking about those two contracts that have gone wrong, it is only fair that people have a wage, so it's the equivalent, I suppose, to losing those two contracts, and we now have something to show for it. So it is what it is. It just still feels funny. Ooh, that was a little bit too close for comfort. Right. Field 24. Ooh, let's get rid of the baler. Let's just make sure. I think it's in that field. Yeah, brilliant. Let's go grab the fertilising stuff. I didn't just go past that, did I? No, I've started to move stuff into here, and I'm all automatic pilot. I didn't properly look. It's not there, is it? No, it's not yet. Not been that good. Only got a couple of things in there. Our combine, waiting for the day it's used. Right. Ah, there we are. See it. Let's go and get our Fendt GT platform now. We're going to get this going, and then we'll literally we'll use the new one because field 24 is a big field. There's quite a few fertilisers contracts in there that are fairly reasonable. We're aiming for our field, so let's do this properly. Right. Fertiliser. Yeah, so I've now got no mods on, neither better contracts nor more contracts allowed. Neither of those mods are on. So we shall see what happens with a base game to see if anything does happen or... Yes, I'm quite eager to see what happens, to see whether it is map, game, mod. Right. It's nice having my traditional setup. It is very nice to have this setup back. You'll see the difference it makes as well. Double the spread of our normal one. And no, I'm not calling that. It's just obviously if you're dealing with such a large field as we are, 21. Let's let this pass. It really is. Let's have a look whereabouts we are. Next field. Oh, okay. That's different. Okay. Well, okay then. How bizarre. We should try a normal worker then, if cosplay is going to be awkward. Wow. How absolutely bizarre. Well, that was very, very unexpected. Now then, I'm of two minds what to do. 102,000 as to whether to put this. Yeah, I think we will. We'll go traditional. I was going to just yeah, in fact I will. We've not done any of that yet. I would like to show you guys. I'm not sure. It's not a very new mod, to be honest. Oh, wow, I can't get over how that grass is growing so quickly. Yes, because we're going to be... This is my main intention for is any straw and things like that. Straw has become a almost valueless product in the base game now, and it was in my quest to sort of think, well, do I even bother with straw anymore, that I actually found this particular mod, and it makes straw useful again, because it's a product that's natural that you can then stick in the compost heap and then sell the compost. So it was this, that was my primary goal. And this, let's get this ready. Let's twizzle around. Ooh. Okay, let's lift that up. Let's make this its natural shallow width. That should just about do it. And when I say just about, yeah, I mean with scrapes. Alright, that's back to its... I'm trying to get the most. I think this mod is amazing. Obviously the only thing that probably may need a bit of improvement is it is fantastic in so much as it converts it straight away to compost. It may be a little better if you could give it a time, 3 days or whatever, to turn to compost, so that it's not an instant thing. But it is what it is. I can't change the mod. It does what it does. But I do think the idea of the mod is absolutely amazing. And again, not beyond the realm of an impossibility. Just obviously the timing thing's a little bit weird. That's the only thing I find a bit strange, obviously. Wow, it's lovely to see this new proper grass field. Let's just see what a difference it makes, because we know we received... I think it was pretty much 44,000 off this one, 44,000 off the other one. Yeah, in fact, the one thing I must do as well is actually do our other field. I realised after we took on that baling contract, because I was excited to try that out, I still have not. It really doesn't like to have that locked with that weight on as well. It does something weird. Right, so we'll get this grass turned into compost, get that put into the BGA when we're finished, and then we will go... Oh, we'll also check the silo out, to see how the silage is actually doing. I didn't. We'll have to lock this to reverse though. Oh, it's a bit tight. Just have to let that finish. It's sort of caught in the manure. Oh. Okay. Right, let's grab that last 10,000. Let's finish the job. also going to need the milling machine to grab the manure, stick into the biogas, so let's grab that as well. Trying to think, that may be on that grass field, mightn't it? Or is that over here by the... No, it's not. No. Mind you, didn't we use that last on... Oh no, we did use it last on that contract. That was the last thing we did. Definitely so. So then, we'll dump this. Oh, it's behaving itself this time. That locked up last time I'd got it locked, and on the back of this it was right misbehaving. I would say. Yeah, it is, I see it. Right, let's leave that there a minute. And grab the milling machine. Oh. Can't do two things at once, Mr. Smith. It's not your best skill. Right. Okay, oh, good job I've got that weight on the back, actually, thinking about it. Even with that on, it only just manages. It'll be wobbling all over the... Oh, it's still Gordon Bennett. Wow. Still a bit crazy. This would be mad if it didn't have that weight on, though. I can imagine more how bad it would be. Right. Let's try that. Drop milling machine just on the right there. How we do it? Oh, 67%, not bad. Oh, I realised I'd not got that locked. Okay. Okay, that's going to be a pain if I can't get rid of that. Oh, bizarre. Ah, okay. Okay. You don't like manure. My bad. Shall have to use my... Let's just drop that in there, and we'll go and get our other one, because that works perfectly well, as I know only too well, having used it in other Let's Plays. Our 48,001. That copes perfectly. Aha. Don't know that you have though, Helper A. completed your task. You've emptied all of the 61%. Alright. Let's go and get some more fertiliser. Ah, right, at least we know where roughly to start. They got themselves into a bad spot, and I don't know whether they did naturally get rid of all that, or whether they got stuck there and didn't. Oh, bizarre. I don't know, but we definitely need to fill up the fertiliser. Well, that's the first fertiliser contract that's actually used it all, which is very bizarre. Strange. Very strange. We've never used 7 tons of fertiliser on any contract. Very, very strange. What I wonder is how long that worker was sitting on the edge of the field spitting out fertiliser, wasting it for that to actually happen. Is my suspicion, because we've never used 7,000 litres of fertiliser on any contract, including Field 24. I suspect some skullduggery. But I'm complaining. Container mod is very, very reasonable, thank goodness. Never noticed that JD1630's got an exclamation mark. Does that mean it's because it's running? It's like, what's the exclamation mark about? Is my point. Let's just try that out. I do like these mysteries. Let's go to the John Deere. Across the road. Enter. And shut the engine off. I didn't realise it was that close. Ah, it is. It's when you leave your vehicle running. Well, there you go. I shall know that I can look for that. If my vehicle is running, it has an exclamation mark. And you're not in it. Because now I'm in it, it hasn't. It's when you leave it running. Which I have a mod for that, because in a Let's Play like this, when you have guests, it is useful to know, if you know you're coming back in a minute, to leave the engine running. Especially with certain vehicles that are a little bit slow starting. I remember the Volvo is... I love that mod, it is absolutely amazing, but it's one... bad thing is when you jump in, it takes at least 10-15 seconds for it to start up. That might be an exaggeration, but it feels like forever. So if I'm using that and I'm going to pop out to something else and I know I'm coming back in a minute, I'll literally grab the Volvo and leave it running, and that mod stops the game switching it off, which it does have a tendency to do. Right, so we were stuck behind that house. What we'll do is we'll just do that patch. Has it even done this section? Right, it has done that bit. Has done that bit. I can see it as. Oh, it did actually. Here we go. This patch here. Go. Oh, not a bad effort, Mr. Smith. You actually gauged that correctly. Not bad. Right. Now then. What are we doing? We were going to get the other... I can't believe Courseway wouldn't to that field. That's really bizarre. It's like the contract wasn't being read properly. Very strange. And yet, if it wasn't being read properly, the worker would refuse to work. So I just don't get that, what that was about. Why is that tree missing some limbs high up? Did I accidentally catch that when I've got the tree maverick? Because I can't think of any other reason why a tree wouldn't have some of its limbs, and being as we did go roughly through that area. That tree now there looks odd, that one on the end. Out of place. When we hire the tree maverick we will sort that out. I don't like seeing such weirdnesses. It looks odd, very odd. Now that's bizarre. This time the fertilizer's not going down at all, so obviously something did go wrong for that to happen. Should get at least, yeah, almost 2 full loads out of this. Should be quite a considerable amount in the biogas plant for digestate, which is going to be welcome. It's better. Wasn't quite low enough to the ground for it to. Is that on left or... yeah, left, perfect. Whoa. Okay. Done that weird thing where that weight's got a bit too... Let's let that off first. And then we shall let that off. Oh. Okay. Wow. Having that weight on and the tipper they do not like each other. Okay. Now this is the only thing that I foresee being a little bit of a... I'm going to have to do what Mr. CLP did in his Let's Play, which is go that left in first. Leave that left in a bit more. That's going to be tight. Yeah, that's... actually, it would have been more sensible to do it the other way. So next time I should pull in from the other side because there's no obstruction. Trust me to try to do it the difficult way. If there's a difficult way to do things, Mr. Smith will find the way. I don't know. Let's try. Yes, so obviously the one good thing about compost is it'll take any matter, any living matter, straw, well, even a crop. Not sure about. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Let's pay attention. And thank you very much for your assistance. You used 1%, that was a lot better than last time. Let's have a look. Field 12 or field 53 is not too far. Let's have a look. I can't remember which ones are closest. Field 12 is over there, that's not too bad. Field 53, not much in it really. They're both decent. Field 45. Field 45, that's 45. Ah, oh, definitely 45. So 45 it is, and then that's actually halfway through to field. Lost you, where are you? Yeah, that one next after that. Field 45. Willingly accept. Mr. Townsend. Now then, let's have a look. Which way am I facing? I am facing the wrong way, so we need to go down this track to the right, and we'll be facing the right way. Right. Yes, yeah, that is the reason. The John Deere has now got an exclamation mark because it's still running. Excellent. I love to find out little things when you discover something that you didn't know before. It's a fantastic feeling, I think. Right, we should try Courseplay, see if Courseplay's not broken anymore. That was very strange. Whether it still is. Okay. Oh, that bird song is absolutely beautiful. We shall skirt the edge of field 43, which is just to the right. Which is scary that I am actually beginning to know roughly where the fields are, because for once I've actually done contracts. That's another advantage that I didn't truly consider. Can I sneak down there without? Yes, I can. There is enough field edge without me. Only just, I might add. Yeah, it's another sort of thing that you don't think of at the time, but it's another advantage, I suppose, if I'm honest. Straight ahead of this, isn't it? I think there's a bit of a break in those trees, if I remember rightly, that you can sneak through. Well, it is 45 we're after, isn't it? One, yeah, 44. What on earth did I think? Right, let's see if Courseplay is actually going to work. How bizarre. Well, as long as we're working now, that's all that matters. Very strange. Now then, John Deere. Be a little bit left, and I'm going to leave that for another time. Won't be a lot. Right, let's pull back. This time we're going to make it easy on ourselves. Should go the easier way, but we will have to change the tip side, which I did just do. It just didn't show. needs lifting a bit. It's a bit too low. Ooh. Ah. That's how low that is. I'm going to need to take a bit of a run up. Yeah, the ball hitch was a bit low. Oh. Is that hitting something and stopping? Yeah, it must be. Let's try and level out a little then. Give it a bit more room. Oh, still not liking it. Let's try and straighten up a little. Not sure if I was giving it enough room. I haven't ever. Need to sort of. I need to back out a little bit and then come back in. Let's try that. Oh, utterly bizarre. Seem to be getting a few game glitches this session that are strange. What on earth are you playing at? This is going to take a while. Oh, idiot. It's not a game glitch, it's a driver error. Full digester. Plonker. Let's let that go down, put it on 60 times for a little while and stick that in. Plonker. Oh, I'm liking where our money is. That is amazing. 36,000. Yeah, we're going to need that right down to about 10,000-ish before we can offload that. Let's put it at 120. I used to be very bad on Greenwich Valley, just sitting for 10 minutes watching the digester, and in the end I apologised to you, the viewer, because it's just too... It's going to rain in a little while. Let's put that back down to field times 5. Mind you, no, times 1, because no, it doesn't really matter. Let's see that. Yay! That's all it was. Me being in a wally. Hey, brilliant. Alright, let's leave that there. So we're 67% for that. Let's grab that weight again. They can all stay here. We're going to need those again soon enough for doing the silage. Be interesting to see what 96 tons of manure fetches from the biogas, or compost literally, but you know what I mean. Game classes it as manure, so. Right, so then. Yes, I know what we've got to do. We have got to... I believe I put this over there, didn't I? Just have a quick look for my implements. I think it's those, isn't it? Ah, it is there, brilliant. I did think it was there, but I know what I'm like. Let's drop the weight, well, so we know that it's our house. We'll try and keep the implements in only 2 or 3 locations, rather than my usual trick of just dropping it somewhere and then not knowing where on earth it is, which is my usual trick. I'll drop this inside here. Grab this. we'll go and plough our other grass field. Whoa. Okay. Let's go and finish that. Grab that. And let's just finish that off. I don't like seeing... See, this is what I'm on about, how useful that map is, because it shows that you can't see that unless the map's on. Ah, it's not actually. Oh, it is. I cannot see the dark brown. I could if I did. It went straight above, but it's a weird view. Right. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. And collect and 12. Accept. It's not that far, is it? Up this way. Ooh, I could sneak up 29, past that river, and up to 12. That's a bit of an adventure. I like the sound of that. Let's try and do that. I like bits of adventures. It's nice as well because you do get to see bits of the map that you wouldn't normally see. And this is a beautiful map. Now then, I need to sneak through those trees because they look like they get a bit impassable in a minute. Whoa, that was a bit of a... Right, it is down 29. Probably best to stick to the right hand side. Although I think that the river thing, that bit of water, I think it's all the way down here, whichever way you go, so I don't think it makes much difference which side of this field you go on. Yeah, it is, I can see it on the map. Although we might be able to sneak past the end of it this way. I'm not sure. Can't. Ooh, I think we can. Brilliant. That is a bonus. Ooh. See, the sound of lovely water. It's worth coming down here just for the sounds. A babbling brook. Ooh. And a rocking tractor. Do love the sound effects on this game. Very relaxing. What's the best way? Oh, literally, we're there. Yeah, we can. There's a break in the... I want to be as realistic as possible. There is a break in the hedge. Well, we could actually sneak through. Field 12 it is. Let's change the view. Course generation, fields 12. Excellent. Okay then. Where did we get to? There, that's how we got to. Let's go and plough that field. We may as well, I'm going to do a new field edge. Ooh, need the sensor. point in. Yes, I'd like to record a new field edge. Yes, that was completely and utterly my... And you won't let me go. I can't get off you. I'm stuck on your bonnet. That didn't work out to plan. I have got to get better at behaving myself. Now, is the field sensor one of those things I have got over here? Is the question. I think it's by the windmill, if I'm honest. Right, that is my timer telling me I am done. We shall allow this one thing. This is my last job of the day. Ploughing that field and sensing it and finishing that other contract. I don't want the contract to be left going, to be honest. But this is all we're going to allow. Well, I don't mind starting a small contract if there was one, but nothing major. In fact, no, let's stick to our guns. It's got to be... Well, it hasn't got to be at all, actually. I'm trying to think, the last thing I sensed were these fields, so it does make sense that I would, if I didn't run it over to the biogas, let's pick that up as well, because that will be useful for what we're doing. It will offset the weight of the sensor. Okay, now I'm intrigued. Let's switch implements on. Where's the field set? Oh, left it on the edge of... Oh, right. When we did that contract, I must have had it on. It was the only thing that makes any sense is that I had it on the front and just dropped it off so that I could use the milling machine. That's the only thing that makes any sense on the reason why that would be there. Right, let's go grab it. I don't know. So we need to also grab... thinking about this, I can't have this weight on, can I, in this particular setup? It won't work. Oh wow. How close was I to the crop sensor? It's only across the road, and yet I couldn't see it. I still can't, to be honest. Oh, I can. Yeah, I can now. Only because I know it's there, though. Right. Right. There's the vent platform, the GT platform, the other one. Must remember that I've done that. This is what I'm saying, sometimes when you do things, you just dump things down in a hurry because you've got something to do. So easy to forget where they are. Oh, I'm going to be going across that crop. I'm not. I'm going to behave myself. I wouldn't do that in real life. Unless I wanted a huge bill from a farmer, a very irate farmer. Let's use the proper path once. Can unfold that. Can't even. Oh no, we can't. I have to drop this off, don't I, for the field edge. So, in fact, this would be a perfect way of doing the line. Is actually ploughing at the same time to get the field edge, because I can gauge it right with this. And also must remember that this field edge is weird. Oh, wow. Oh my life, we're ready to harvest. Oh wow. And that's in the next... Oh great. Okay then, forget all of that. Right, I am going to end the recording session. I'm going to literally... I tell you why, because it's been a... Let's drop that down. We shall go over to the vent. And this is what we shall literally finish this at this point. I'm not gonna time lapse it for once though, not with how much is left. There's literally probably one run up. Because next session we will be doing the harvest. I'm not gonna like go from having a little tiny job to do to having a larger job to do. That it will be a session in itself. I don't want to waste any time either, because obviously that is ready to harvest. We don't want any withering, because I have no idea. I mean, I did look a couple of days ago, and it was still on the light green, so it does take a while. I would imagine it probably went dark green sometime last night. Oh, okay, let's stop. But we'll continue. And we will finish this properly. There's a little tiny patch, just. Oh, I'm not worried about a tiny weeny little. In fact, yeah. Precision farming won't find it anyway. Let's, for once, how do I get out of this field? Is it left or right? Left. We shall actually get out of the field for once, and I should take this for one of the very few times down to home. Or actually, shall I? Let's have a look what contracts we've got for next time, rather than do things like that. It might be a silly thing to do. I know we're going to be doing the harvesting, but let's have a quick look before we end the session, and let's claim our prize. Field 53 is, yeah, not too far away, so yeah, we will leave us here, because that's literally just round the back behind us a little bit. Yeah, look at that, 72,000. That is absolutely phenomenal. And next time we are going to be literally working on our own fields. I would imagine by the time we've harvested that massive strip, let's have a look. Yeah, we've got that entire strip down there, and that entire strip down there. But they're very dark green as well. I would imagine by the time we have harvested that and that will also be ready. So I think we'll probably be spending the entire session harvesting those strips. If we get time, we'll get the John Deere doing that as well. I don't mind doing that. That would be very useful. So yes, is definitely the next session. So without any further ado, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're going to continue on this journey, our journey together on the farm, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.